Namaste. Welcome to another edition of Chai, Samosa, and Success, the podcast series where we mix everyday wisdom with desi flavors to help you conquer the workplace. I'm your host, Sanjay. Today, we have someone very special joining us. A man whose words inspire action, whose stories spark change, and who believes that every chai break can lead to a breakthrough. Please welcome the one and only Swamiji. Swaminathan Sankaran is a motivational speaker, corporate trainer, coach, mentor and director Sktenali.com. He is a well-known motivational speaker in India. Thousands of professionals have benefited from his seminars, workshops and lectures. His work is aimed at transforming lives through motivation, self and skill development. So, Swamiji, what's brewing today? Let's dive into this chai-time conversation packed with insights to elevate your career and life. Grab your chai and let's get started.
Thanks, Sanjay, for inviting me to this podcast. Today's topic is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or the world is one family. This isn't just a poetic idea, it is a practical approach to building workplaces where everyone, each and everyone, feels valued, respected, and included. Whether you're working in a multinational company or a small team, the idea of fostering empathy and collaboration is universal. What is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam? It isn't about philosophy or textbooks. It is basically a mindset. It is the idea that despite our differences, we are all interconnected. Think about it. In a workplace, we have people from diverse backgrounds, different nationalities, demographics, different, skill sets are different, perspectives are different. But when you embrace those differences, instead of resisting them, you unlock the power of collaboration. There is a brainstorming session. Imagine where everyone's ideas are welcome, no matter whatever is the job title, designation, or experience. That's Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam in action, a team united by mutual respect and a shared purpose. Now you might think, wonder, all great, this sounds great. But how do we make it a reality in a fast paced, results driven work environment? Very competitive atmosphere, very competitive environment is out there. Let me share some stories which illustrate the power of this mindset. So there is a tech company I used to consult, and to celebrate the end of a big project, they organized a potluck lunch where everyone is asked to bring a dish from their culture. The result, an incredible, delicious spread that include dumplings, tacos, biryanis, and of course our Indian samosas. But the real magic happened during the meal. As people shared stories behind their dishes, they discovered surprising connections. One person shared how they learned to make dumplings from their grandmother, and someone else put in about a similar tradition in their family with stuffed paratas. By the end of the lunch, the team wasn't just a group of people or co workers, they were a community. And that sense of belonging carried over into their work, making collaboration smoother and more enjoyable, leading to better productivity. So, what is the takeaway then? When we celebrate our unique contributions, we build stronger bonds and a more cohesive team. That is called team building. And there was a chai samosa event or a moment which I witnessed at a startup. The team was stuck on a major project deadline. Everyone was stressed, the mood was tense, and the progress had stalled. Then somebody, a colleague, suggested a chai break. Within minutes, steaming cups of chai, samosas appeared, and the team gathered for a impromptu chat. They didn't talk about work. They talked about everything else, weekend plans, favorite movies, some childhood stories. But by the time they got back to their desks, the atmosphere had shifted. They weren't just a group of individuals now, they were a team. They tackled the project with renewed energy and accomplished it within the deadline. So, what are the lessons we have here? Sometimes the best way to solve a big problem is to take a step back and connect as humans. A little empathy, a plate of samosas can go a long way. So, how do we bring this Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam concept to work? And how do we put it into a practice in a way that's relevant to modern workplaces? So, there are three practical steps which you may consider. The first one is empathy. Empathy in action. Create opportunities for people to share their stories and experiences. Start meetings with icebreakers, organize team building activities, or even a weekly share something new session. Empathy grows when we understand each other journeys. Diversity as strength. Look at your hiring and promotion practices. Are you bringing diverse voices into the room? Are we creating a spaces where these voices can be heard? Diversity isn't just about who's at the table, it's about who gets to speak. Inclusion in small acts. Inclusion doesn't have to be a grand initiative. It can be as simple as asking a quiet colleague, co-worker for their input or recognizing someone's effort publicly. These small acts create ripples, and those ripples build an inclusive culture. There was a new team member. This was at a design company, and he felt hesitant to share his ideas because he was young, less experienced. But the manager, during the brainstorming session, welcomed the newcomer. He said, "Let's hear from you. You might have a different, fresh perspective." And what followed was a game changing idea that became the centerpiece of the campaign. And the newcomer's confidence soared, and the team also gained a valuable insight. So, what is the moral of the story? When you make space for every voice, you unlock creativity and innovation that can take your team to new heights. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam isn't just a philosophy, it's a practical guide to building empathetic, inclusive, high performing teams. Diversity is your team's superpower, but it needs equity and inclusion to truly shine. Small intentions, sharing chai, celebrating cultures, or listening to different voices can create a ripple effect of positivity and collaboration. And remember, at the end of the day, workplaces aren't just about achieving goals, they are about people. And when people feel they belong, the possibilities are endless. Thank you, Sanjay.
Thank you, Swamiji. This conversation has been enlightening. Friends, remember, the road to motivation, success, and excellence starts within you. Until next time, stay inspired and keep striving. Visit us asktenali.com for more workplace related articles and videos.